Hi boys and girls, in this video I'm going to show you how to create the grass for your shaded pumpkins. As you can see, I've already started mine, so I'm just going to show you little bits of detail of how to create that texture. To start, you're going to need a couple color pencils. Any and all shades of green that you have. A shade of yellow, some blue, and some brown. I used a dark blue here. You don't want a light blue because the scene is at night. You're going to want to start with the top of your paper. That's your background, that's what's furthest away from you. And that's kind of a little bit on the blurry side and the lighter side. So I'm using a lighter color pencil here, and I'm creating just tiny lines to look like grass. They go straight up and down, they go to the side. You can kind of get sloppy with this, it doesn't matter. You're just trying to create that illusion, that texture. I'm going to be adding some brown and some yellows in these areas. And it's all about layering. The more colors you layer, the more realistic your grass is going to be. When I'm creating shadows, I'm going to be using a blue colored pencil. The blue is going to be my cast shadow. My moon is on the left, so my shadows are going to be on the right-hand side. It might look a little alarming at first using the blue, but as you layer, you're going to see that it blends in really nicely. So the brown is kind of for the brown spots in the grass, the yellow, same thing for the dying grass areas, and just blending those colors on top. The back grass is going to be really short, but as you start to move forward in your picture, your grass blades are going to get longer and more detailed. So as I start in the front, or what's called the foreground of my picture, I'm going to be using my darker colors like blue and brown to create larger blades of grass, and I'm going to overlap them on top of the pumpkin so the pumpkin looks like it's actually sitting in the grass. Again, I know it might look a little weird with the blue as the grass, but as you start layering your colors, like the darker greens, the browns, it'll start to blend in and it'll look really nice and more detailed. So again, the grass blades are getting longer and actually a little bit more further apart so that I can fit in some brown spaces, because when you're looking down at the grass, right, you see the dirt underneath, and when it's further away, it just looks like a blanket of green. So that's the effect that we're trying to create here. So I'm leaving a little bit more space. I'm making the grass a little wider, a little longer, so that it looks like it is closer to us. So now that I'm in the front of the paper, I'm going to fill in these spaces with the dark brown, so that again, it just looks like the ground is showing through the grass. And then I'm just taking my green and I'm just kind of blending and just getting rid of all the white space I can. And all of this is just a trial and error. You're trying to figure out what works for you as an artist, and I'm just giving you little pointers to help you with that. It's all about the more you're working, the better it's going to be. So just try your best and have fun experimenting with the different colors, with the different sizes, and it'll look beautiful in the end.